So one of the main things that I feel like is important when you starting a brand is to really focus on your logo, the logo that you have, and the colorway of the logo. A lot of people don't understand how important it is to put a lot of thought and process behind this, but you have to make sure you have something that's catchy, that's gonna resonate. The colors have to pop, they have to be attention grabbing, and that's not easy. Well, it's a lot easier said than done. So like I say, that's the type of shit we like to get into. So just like that, I like to welcome everybody back. No Designer Podcast, of course. I am your host, your boy Rell Duncan, and we are back in the lab.
Just different.
And as usual, I got a guest with me. Somebody I feel like know they shit, can talk they shit, help y'all make y'all way through the trenches of this fashion world. So without further ado, I'm gonna let my guests introduce themselves.
What's up, bro? I appreciate you for having me here.
Appreciate you.
My name is Anna, clothing brand owner of Juggheads Apparel, co-founder,
Facts.
Juggheads Apparel. And Juggheads is, man, the brand.
That's the brand.
We've been grinding since 2020.
2020, okay. That's the same year I started my shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Year three.
Yeah,
We on
year
the
three.
same
Yeah,
thing.
Same thing. Speaking of year 3, it's my anniversary, man. Shout out the brand. Everlasting Fashion dropped these today. Fearless Gods. They say fear no man but God, but when you are God on earth, who do you fear? So
Okay.
but like we're gonna get right into it. So you say the name of the brand Juggheads.
Juggheads.
How you come up with the name?
So we started in 2020, and yeah, it was a journey because when I first thought of coming up with a clothing brand,
Right.
it was like 2019, and I felt like I ain't had no real sense of direction because I was gonna just go with anything. I think I had some called baby blockhead. It wasn't no real thought into it,
Facts.
none. And then in 2020, I was just chilling with my homies, and everybody just business mindset, talking business, talking money, and yeah, I know 2020 was really a hard year.
Yeah. That was that pandemic year though.
Yeah, and it's everybody was. Yeah.
What we finna do with it?
Exactly. And then before we even got the bread, we just dang, everybody getting laid off their jobs. People getting COVID, not being able to work. People dying of COVID.
Yeah, facts.
And we just figuring life out. I had got laid off my job, and I was just trying to figure out what was next, cause we was really starting to understand that if you are not, if you're not finding a way to be your own financial source of income,
Facts.
you're not gonna survive off a job. If the job stopped today, what you gonna do?
Shit.
They go out of bed. Exactly.
You gonna be broke.
And we was learning that. So we all sat in the basement, we thinking of ideas how we can, create another source of income that can, hold us over, not just, getting bad, but
Right.
eventually
Really
trying to create,
we
want to create generational wealth.
Facts.
Eventually. So me and my business partners, we was just brainstorming, coming up with ideas, and I had throughout the idea all right, I'm I like them. They mindset like mine, and why not go ahead and present the idea that I had in 2019 to
Facts.
starting a clothing brand. So we sat in the basement, and I already had a graphic designer that I've been peeping out.
So you say you had this shit down packed.
Yeah,
already.
I'm I was already peeping it out, and I'm all right, maybe it'd be better as a team. I threw the idea out. We sat in the basement that same night and came up with Juggheads, because Juggheads is about juggling life.
Right.
And it's originated from the word jug.
Right.
In 2012 to about 2017, everybody was using jug,
jug,
jug, hustling,
jugging.
bust
Yeah,
jugs,
facts.
But we took the term as juggling life. And it's the fact that we go through so many obstacles in life that may stop us from reaching our full potential. So with us juggling life and trying to overcome the obstacles, we wanted to be able to also help other people overcome
Facts.
obstacles.
Facts.
So we got the word jug, and we jug heads. We juggling life. we going through obstacles.
And so y'all ran from there.
and we like ran from there. And
Facts.
but it's really not about the product for us. It's like about the fact that like we all are juggling life in our own different
Facts.
ways, and we all go through so much that just may stop us from reaching our
Facts.
full potential. But with Juggheads, we just want to motivate people despite how many things you are juggling like to continue grinding,
Facts.
continue
Facts.
chasing your dreams. Like
Facts.
despite how many things it is you juggling, because like we all going through a lot.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of shit. You gotta be able to multitask. You gotta be able to pull that shit in. You know, they say millionaires got 7, 8 different incomes or some shit like that. So you can't just be satisfied with one. So you say after y'all sat down in the basement and you brought the shit to them, you put it on the table like, all right, for them, this what we finna do. I think we should do this, we should do that. Like, and y'all came up with Juggheads. So after y'all came up with Juggheads, like, what did you do after that? Like, how did you like
Is
find your vendors and like, cause you say you already had the graphic designer that made your shit,
Yeah.
your logo and all that shit. So what was the next move after that?
So the next move, like going from there, we started off with 30 shirts. Like
30.
30 shirts a piece. We started off with 30 shirts a piece. I ain't gonna lie, like we started off going in the basement. We started off going in the basement. We had one logo.
On Ashland, right?
Yep, right on Ashland. And it's like the thing is like at that moment we were so uneducated for real about the whole business of like owning a clothing brand and what was the best way of printing. But it's like us starting off with I think it's vinyl cut and print. It like really it motivated us to want to go get better quality because starting off your brand sometimes you ain't got the funds to go and
Yeah.
get the best quality.
Facts.
But like we was uneducated about what's the best quality to begin with. We just knew that like we really wanted to start this clothing brand. We was all into fashion. So we went into the basement. We all got 30 shirts a piece. We weren't even thinking about no color schemes for real. We just like we gonna smack this logo on these different shirts because the logo hot, y'all. Like, and then it was the baby and he had on the chain and
Facts.
like he was appealing. Like it was an appealing logo. Like that was our first logo and he was real appealing. Them shirts was like selling like this. Like
At
they
30
was
a
just
piece? And how
gone.
many of y'all was it?
It was basically three of us.
Basically
Three
three,
of us. Yep, like three. Actually four. We started off four.
Like 4.
Four of us. Everybody had 30 shirts a piece, different colors.
Y'all just slapped the hood with the
Yeah,
bitches.
we spent $30 a pop. It was getting to the point where like we was running out of shirts. I'm going to the basement
To go get
trying
some
to
more.
yeah. You got some shoes. I was the person that whatever color your shoes was. Hey, I can match it.
Them
I got something to go with it.
Talking about, yeah, I'll go make you a custom.
Nah,
right
for
now.
real. I'm like I got something to go with it.
Facts. So after y'all got that boom, you said that was booming and shit like that. So after that, like, damn, my bad. Talk to me about like some challenges that you like ran into like earlier down the line.
The challenge really was being uneducated about
Facts.
the business. Cause first, it's just a lot you gonna go through overall as a business owner, as an entrepreneur.
Right.
But you got to look at it like this: as entrepreneurs solve problems for profit. Entrepreneurs solve problems. So, we was going through that phase of like not being educated about the legal stuff you got to have as a business.
Facts.
Not being educated about like I said, the vendors.
Yeah.
And we had to like start because you can say you a business owner, but until you actually doing the proper business stuff,
the
because it's
paperwork behind it.
yeah, and then it's also the
Tell them about it.
time.
Speak to them about that shit. Tell their ass about them EINs and them LLCs.
Yeah, like
the
definitely
shit they need.
LLC, trademark, all
Yeah,
that
they need
stuff.
all that trademark
Business
for
bank
sure.
account.
All that shit for sure. But
Yeah, like it's
you can't get no business bank account until you got to get all that shit first.
but it got to get done because
Yeah,
you got to
it has to get
understand
done.
taxes
Mm-hmm.
and so much to actually be a business. Like you're not a business until you actually doing those things.
Mm-hmm.
Like you point blank period, you got to be doing those things to even call yourself a business.
Facts.
So, like that was our problem. Like we was uneducated, and over these last 3 years, we just been spending the time getting educated,
Right.
investing into knowledge and education about the stuff that we need to know. Get in the room with the millionaires and stuff that we need to be
Facts.
around. Cause like education is the first part. Starting your business, like logo great. It's great to have a a nice logo. But if you don't understand, like you're not learning business, you're not going and like learning marketing, you're not learning, like you got to learn those things. It's essential.
So speaking of marketing, what type of marketing do you do?
So right
with
now,
your shit?
right now we currently are going through a phase of like starting to tell our stories, like right here, like telling our stories, because that's the most important part. Like when it comes to content, like telling your story is important. People gravitate towards your story.
So you don't do like no like Facebook boost,
So
Instagram shit like that.
I use Facebook ads.
Yeah.
I use Facebook ad manager and like run campaigns. But currently, like we in the process of like preparing for our fall drop. So like we gonna be doing more of that with photo shoots, because you can use those Facebook ads, but it's about the content that you putting out
Facts.
for actually to get pushed, and then the algorithm is really important too.
And that algorithm should be definitely got to know that.
Yeah.
That should be important as hell. So, what advice would you give like a up and coming brand owner or a motherfucker that want to start a clothing brand or just a brand in its own?
The advice I would get is your story, your message behind your brand. Make sure when you start your brand, it's an actual message behind it. And outside of that, get educated. Pay for them classes. It's even free classes out here that you can go to, and then YouTube. I ain't gonna lie, like YouTube be my best friend sometimes. Superline, wholesale, like it's a lot of people, like even on Instagram that's dropping a lot of gems. Buzz right now. We just gotta be open to listening.
Yeah, to get in the shit for sure.
Like,
I done seen Superline. It's the I don't want to call him Chinese. He like Asian. Man.
Yeah, and I got to meet him.
Yeah, he went over here because he be doing a lot of shit like that. I be seeing he got the store decent, the quality of his shit decent. I ain't ordered shit from him yet, but you say you got over there and met him, so it's official now.
Yeah.
I'm be seeing him soon.
You got. I ain't gonna lie, like your blanks too, cause.
Yeah, I've been following them on Instagram for a while now, but I just ain't never. But I be seeing motherfuckers in and out that bitch though. They definitely they got everything, bombers, all the truckers, damn near every trucker you need,
Yeah, stack
pants, all the. But there's some other sites and shit that we can get into later on and everything. So, talk us through like a design process.
So
like the fall collection, what y'all got going?
My fall collection, I ain't gonna lie, this new fall collection.
Cause this damn near gonna drop after that shit drops. So.
Yeah, and it's I ain't gonna lie, this fall collection, like we trying something different. We starting to do like more concepts, because I feel like honestly you gotta pay attention to the market and like what the people like too.
So that was one of my other questions as far as like design. Like when you designing your shit, do you think about like what's trendy today, or is it more like this is what I want to put out, this is what's coming out of me, this is what I want to be out? I don't give a fuck what's trending today, or how do you balance that, or do you like put it together in some way?
So I feel like I think about both. Right. Like I think about what's hot in the market, what the market like. But then I also thinking about like the product I'm putting out, the message with it behind it, really like what's gonna be appealing to the eye, like how the design coming together. I really I really think about that.
So you say it'd be like a combination of both.
Yeah, it gotta be both, because you also you have to stay aware of what's going on in the fashion market to be able to even
all the trends and shit.
Yeah, because it's about what the people like too.
It's about the times.
Yeah, and then it's like sometimes you gotta ask the market. Like sometimes I have little rants on the internet where I post different designs that I'm thinking about dropping, and ask the people if they like it or not.
So do you feel like that's a form of like marketing in some way?
It is.
So like just like
it definitely is, because it's like you got to see what people fuck with.
Thanks.
Like you have to know what people like too. You can't just be dropping and people not liking the design too. But what I am learning is too, like people got to know your people. Like you got to have that, but you do have to have that logo that you sell at least 1,000 times to get people familiar with your brand.
Yeah.
Cause it's like the more people
Yeah.
in it in that same exact design.
That's what make your shit. I mean, because you got to think about it like Amiri shit. Niggas know the Amiri sign. Niggas know the Gucci sign. Niggas know all these signs. It be other variations of the shit throughout all this shit when it comes to like this designer shit. But all that shit started off with one basic logo that they sold. That shit made them millions, and then they start chopping that shit up and making it other ways. So you definitely got to look into that shit. And like the colorways play a lot into that because it's like ways that people don't think about. Like the reason the police is blue and the reason the firefighters is red. The reason motherfucking McDonald's shit is yellow. Like all that shit plays into like branding. Like even though they don't got like clothing brands, but it's a brand. The police is the brand. You know what I'm saying? The firefighters, that's a brand. You see what I'm saying? McDonald's is a brand. So it's like branding within itself. You got to learn like marketing and shit like that. So it's all about, because a nigga can see that McDonald's sign from the E-way and there go McDonald's. You see what I'm saying? You see them red lights or blue lights in your motherfucking review, you know it's the police or
exactly
some type of law. It ain't even got. It could be some type of law enforcement. You see what I'm saying? Because that's all about the branding. You see what I'm saying? So it ain't. It's cool to have all those, because I be seeing a lot of motherfuckers be going through like a lot of logos and shit like that and just running through them bitches. Like you say, you can't be just dropping shit that people don't really fuck with. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
then
you gotta let people get familiar too.
Then you stuck with shit. Then it's like, damn, I'm stuck with this. You got to whoop wop. You might take an L on the back end. Now it got you questioning yourself because you're not taking the proper process.
Yeah, and it's like we went through. Like I didn't had like drops that I had like do that too.
To hold on to, then to get them bitches away.
Yeah, and
type
to
shit.
be honest, it don't mean hurt giving it away because you getting yourself out there. Like, because the more and more people in it, the more and more you gaining exposure. Like I be trying to tell people too, like. Even, like some of them, because I didn't have defects.
Yeah, fact.
And I give them away.
So you had, so speaking of defects, so as far as like vendor, like it's through a vendor, like it came through a vendor defected, or was this like
So my defect actually was because I don't just use manufacturers, I use vendors. I use local screen printers because the thing is you gotta have multiple manufacturers because waiting on one manufacturer it's gonna hurt you. Yeah, and it's gonna hurt your brand. So I even been in the process where I was learning how to print my own shirts. So it took a minute before I started even like mastering how to print the right way using DTF gang sheets. Cause honestly, like that's a good process too. But it depends on what you printing. Yeah. And then it depends on your time too. And that's the thing, like it got to a point where I didn't have the time.
For that shit.
Exactly. And that's why I gotta get them local screen printers. I gotta have those manufacturers. I gotta have those vendors because if I need to get merch out and if I need to get merch out soon, somebody gotta be local to do that.
Yeah, facts.
But them designs that you want that's gonna take a little more time, that's gonna come from the manufacturers, and you still gotta have product in.
Facts.
So you gotta have multiple manufacturers.
That's a gem though. I hope y'all heard that.
Like you have to
multiple manufacturers because you could keep the pressing while you waiting on that big shit to come.
Yeah, and then it's like with that being said, it's different. It's different people for different stuff. Just because this manufacturer good doing this don't mean they good is doing the other product as well. So like you definitely got to go through a process of like getting samples. Like I didn't like this jogging suit actually is a sample. I never dropped the jogging suits. Like
it was just a sample.
Cause some like you got to wear your own product too. Cause if you're not wearing your product, how you expect other people to wear it?
Facts. So like do's and don'ts of starting a brand.
Do's and don'ts.
I think you touched on the do's with the advice, but yeah, do's and don'ts.
What I would say is like as far as don'ts, like don't start without a plan. Like you gotta have a plan. Like I feel like don't start without a plan.
That's the number one don't.
Like you have to have a plan, and You gotta invest time and like you have to invest time into your brand in general. Like you have to invest time into your brand. I feel like a lot of people, I'm one of them. Like we spend so much time working at jobs, and then when it's time to work on our brand, we ain't got the full energy to go full throttle on our brand, and that's a problem.
Hey,
Like you can't be part time in your business and think your
yeah.
business gonna win.
You working full time for them, but part time in yourself.
Yeah, then it's and you telling your time I'm gonna work on my brand this time, then don't do it. But when you go to that job, you getting up at that exact time they telling you, but you can't carve out time
Yeah.
and say this specifically for my business. And as an entrepreneur, you gotta like learn to you have to be disciplined. Like, so my don't is definitely don't be a part time.
Yeah.
Nope.
Don't be a part time. Yeah, that's what the name of this episode gonna be. Don't be a part time. I fucks with that. So, you any collabs with like any Chicago brands or any like
I would say
any outer city brands you looking to collab with?
I would honestly say like I haven't had no collabs yet this far, but I am interested in like starting to collab with people, whether it's like us collabing, doing a merch collab, or collabing where we throwing an event together.
Facts.
Cause I definitely after going to Atlanta and being a part of like World and Visions business
that?
accelerator program. So I'm in the business accelerator program, World and Vision. So World and Vision is a clothing brand, but they started a business accelerator called Activate Your Vision. And we basically went. Me and my business partner Tommy had traveled to Atlanta, where we spent 3 days, like getting a lot of knowledge. Like I said, once again, invest into yourself when it comes to knowledge, because learning from people who are already where you want to be
is the best way.
and it stop you from making so many mistakes, and that's why we do what we do, because we want to motivate people to.
That's the whole point of this podcast.
Yes.
That's the whole point of this podcast, so they can hear from people in positions and that's doing this shit already, so we could help y'all skip them bumps in the road. I mean,
cut
I
out
know
the
everybody gonna
mistakes.
take their own route and do what they gonna do, but at least when y'all come here, y'all could be
Exactly.
able to hear some good shit.
You skip the painful stuff that we went through.
Yeah, because that shit is painful. That shit is them fake vendors and man. So, quick question: fashion. What is fashion to you?
Really, fashion to me is like how you express yourself. Like I may wake up and what I put on that day is really going hand in hand with my mood too.
Thanks.
Like I might wake up one day and I might want to switch. I might go put on a suit. Like my fashion to me is like it's my expression of myself, honestly.
So fashion is the expression of you.
That's how I look at it.
Facts. So rate the Chicago fashion scene right now out of all the big cities.
I ain't gonna lie, we definitely in the top 5.
Top 5. Who you say topping us?
I don't know. It's hard to say who topping us, because I believe we number one for sure.
Facts.
I ain't gonna lie, like Chicago come different, and you go to other cities and they don't put it on like us.
I be feeling like Chicago can take other people's styles and make it our own, but other people can't take
Our style.
Chicago style and like make it like out there, because the shit be seeming like so corny.
Ain't no place like Chicago.
It really ain't, but it's like we can go to New York and come back and now everybody wears Timbs, and we could do little shit like that and just make it like all our own, like Chicago and shit. So facts. So I really appreciate you though. I forgot to tell you. So tell the people where they can find you.
So yeah, y'all can find me on Instagram at Juggheads Apparel. That's JUGGHEADZ. Juggheads with the Z at the end, not the S.
At the Z, not the S.
My personal Instagram, Anna Gambino with 2 O's.
Facts.
And those my handles.
You say when the fall drop coming?
So that fall drop, we dropping on Halloween.
What y'all got, some Halloween colors coming?
We got some slight. I got some little orange and
okay, cool.
Some little fall, definitely some fall colors though.
Facts. So what would you say your favorite season is to design?
I like the fall season because I like jogging suits and hoodies. Like, and I think those was like my best drops was hoodies.
Thanks. So what was your top sellers? You
My
gonna say hoodies?
tops,
Hoodies was
top sellers definitely
because when I
hoodies
go on your page, I see a lot of like female tops and bottoms. So would you
because
say
we
you
we
got a lot of female supporters, or those just like models, or like how does
so
that work?
honestly this summer was the first time that we even tried to do female stuff, and surprisingly, I ain't gonna lie, like it went crazy. We had Mellow Bucks
Facts.
in the outfit.
Facts. Shout out Mello.
And yeah, like the girls was going crazy, and I ended up like just having to drop more colors because like they was really wanting them. And then it's like once Mello wrote that black,
Oh, you say shield shot through the roof.
yeah, it's like we were ain't gonna lie, like it was really a difference with them sets. Like them sets sold out, and it's crazy. I won't say I had them a long time, but literally 3 weeks after I then sat on them, and like I was making sales, but the sales like definitely was a difference when like she wore them.
Somebody you just got rid of them bitches, huh?
Yeah, like they went. Everybody wanted the black.
Yeah, I think that's it. I seen them, but I see you got a lot of colors in them bitches though. So,
Yeah, I end up dropping a pink, a blue.
yeah. So would you say like the you got more male supporters or female supporters?
Honestly, I feel like I just kind of shifted that. I definitely had way more
Way more.
male
Oh,
supporters, and then I
okay.
like I had went drown my gas, but I'm definitely coming back this fall for both my females and my males.
Facts. Like I said, I really appreciate you for stopping through and dropping these gems. Everybody, y'all know what's going on. It's your host, of course, your boy Rell Duncan, and just like that, we out.
I appreciate you, bro.